Steve Madden is out of control. Beyonce and Jay-Z was just on that stage 24 hours ago, and she had on those Jimmy Choo bedazzled Timberland heeled boots. Steve Madden served me an ad the very next morning for his version of the shoe. He is out of control. This man has to be stopped, but not. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at how you can pull together some polished summer everyday outfits. Okay, let's start off with a couple of things that I think are just kind of standard across the board that can always help your look be a bit more polished. Because the goal is to look really pulled together and intentional and not look frumpy and kind of sloppy. So you can do what I call small tweaks. You can do things like tuck in your shirt. It helps a lot. You can do things like press your clothes, iron your clothes, take them to the dry cleaners, make sure they don't look wrinkled and kind of unkempt. Those things help a lot too. And you can also do things like flatten out your belt. So I'm going to show you a couple examples. For instance, like tucking in your shirt, it helps a lot. You can see with these looks here that just tucking in the shirt, it just pulls it together. You don't always have to add a belt, but a lot of times when you tuck the shirt in and you add a belt, it instantly gives polish. It's going to instantly pull the look together. Even if you're wearing something very casual like jeans, or like we see here, she's got on cuffed jeans with flats, it still works when you tuck that shirt in. Also, you see here with the red pants in the shirt, she just did a little French, a little side tuck, but it looks very neat. You can also tell the shirt is crispy. So those kind of little things always help to just pull it from all right and elevate it to polished. And then in this last example, you also see this is a very casual look, but I wanted to show this as well in terms of tucking in the shirt. This is obviously a racerback tank with some shorts, like a Bermuda style short. But you see how she looks very, very polished and pulled together. It's because that shirt is tucked in and then she has the belt on. You could do something similar with like a half tuck if you like to just tuck it in the front. I'm a big fan of that. So you could just tuck it in the front, still have it come out on the sides really in a real neat kind of way, and still have the belt. It's going to give that same kind of polished look to it. The next thing I want to talk about and show you some examples of is how ironing your clothes and pressing your clothes is very important. There's a creator I just recently found, I think his name is Cedric, and he does this whole series. It's really interesting from like the perspective of an architect who loves fashion, but he was talking about ironing your clothes, and I was surprised, as was he, at how many people don't iron their clothes. Y'all not ironing y'all clothes? I feel like we iron our clothes. Y'all tell me if y'all iron your clothes, because I feel like our generation, my demographic of people who tend to watch my content, I feel like we grew up ironing them clothes. You know what I mean? Like, so I feel like we iron maybe more than other groups of people, other age ranges, etc. But ironing makes so much of a difference. And not steaming, ironing. So we see this first one here. To me, you can look at these pants and you can tell they either were pressed professionally, like at the dry cleaner, or she ironed them. Look, it might be some Niagara Falls on there. I don't know. Y'all know that Niagara starch? Might be some of that on there, but you can tell she pressed these pants, because if these pants weren't pressed with the details we see, like that pleating at the waistband and the ballooning of the pant, it will look totally different. But to me, this is a very polished, clean look. It gives very pulled together. It gives very intentional about getting dressed this morning, and it's casual. You can wear this every day. This is a running errands type of outfit, but still very polished. This, to me now, this is the perfection of ironing your clothes and why you should iron them. Yes, the pants are constructed this way, so that helps a lot. Yes, there's this pleating, but you can also look at this heather gray fabric and tell that she didn't just grab it and throw it on. It would either have folds in it from the hanger or from the packaging. Maybe if it's new, you can tell there was some effort put into this. And I think these are either pressed pants in a top or ironed pants in a top. And you see how simple this look is, but it looks so nice. Very, very, very polished and pulled together. And this is an easy breezy outfit. Y'all know I love me a two-piece set. This is real easy breezy. Just zip up the top, pull on the pants, and put that cute shoe on. Some elevations, boom. Still also everyday summer. You can do all the things you would normally do in a regular day with this on, but it looks very nice. Now, y'all know with things like this, you gotta iron it. When you don't iron it, to me, it just gives lazy, and you do not take care of yourself, and you just do not care about how things are going. So something like this is a nice crispy jumpsuit. And then the other thing is with these summer fabrics, you tend to have things like linen or cotton, and they just look nicer when you put a little heat to it. Just put a little heat to it. Maybe you don't want to starch it, but spray your little water on it, iron it, get it nice and crispy, get all the wrinkles out. It's going to make a world of a difference, and for sure it's going to take your look from frumpy to very, very, very polished and pulled together. And I said in the beginning when I was listing these out, flatten your belt, and that might sound a little crazy, but this is what I mean. If you're wearing something with a belt that is not a structured leather belt or a metallic belt, not metallic, but like a metal belt, if you're wearing something that has like wraparound detailing to it, I say always iron that piece as well, that belted piece, and flatten it out, because it makes so much difference. You see this when you see models on a website's product page. You will see that they intentionally, like, you know, ironed it, tied it just perfectly, made sure everything was flat. Even if there's a bow detail to it, you'll notice that everything looks nice and pressed and flat. It just is a little tweak that can just really bump the outfit up. So we see it, for instance, here in this black. It might be a little difficult to see, but I'll show you some other examples. But you just want to flatten that belt out as much as you can. If you have to get in the mirror, look in the back and make sure everything's flattened out, it looks a lot better than if you just haphazardly tie it and everything's all crumpled up together, or the belt is rolled up. It just looks sloppy like that. You can definitely see it in something like this khaki dress. This just has like a wrap detail, but you see how it's very flat around her midsection. It's also going to help with that silhouette and kind of creating that hourglass, but it just looks very neat. And you for sure notice it here with this pop of red. This is a really pretty top. It's extra long. It's kind of dramatic. But you see the belt, even though she's got the belt tied and not necessarily a perfectly neat bow, but you see how it's kind of, the tie is kind of like knotted, but everything else on that belt is very, very flat and smooth. That's what we're going for. We're going to talk about silhouettes. I talk about them all the time. I will continue to talk about them because it is very, very importante. And yes, we're still going to dupe some looks, so be not dismayed. So silhouettes, super important. Pay attention to the silhouettes, even in your everyday looks. It can make a world of difference if you're trying to look very pulled together and you're trying to look neat and polished. It makes a world of difference. So understand your body, pay attention to proportions and silhouette, and it does not take a lot. It's super simple to do. So let's look at the examples. If you like an oversized fit, I think a lot of times people may enjoy that look and they just kind of give up on making it look nice because they like the comfort of it, and it can tend to look a little disheveled or frumpy. It does not have to. You see this look here is very oversized, which is also kind of trendy now. We are away from the tight up. We want to breathe and eat at the buffets. So this nice two-piece set, again, y'all know I'm a sucker for a two-piece set. They're just easy and you can make them look good with little to no effort. So you see it's belted. So she's giving herself the illusion of a waist. Not saying she doesn't have a waist, but it's really pulling her in the midsection, which is a very feminine silhouette, even though everything else is very oversized, it's flowy. The pants are very wide leg from the waist all the way down. But the silhouette of this look is still there. If we were to black everything out, put her up against a white background, you would still see the top of the outfit, you would see that indentation at the waist, and then you would see the bottom. So the silhouette is important no matter what type of outfit you're wearing. It doesn't have to be tight for you to have a flattering silhouette. As we see here, it can be very oversized as well. Super cute. This is a completely different silhouette, but also another example of how you can pay attention to this. Now, obviously the last one was very much everyday. This is a little dressier, but you see how she's got the mock neck going on. Then we have the structure of the shoulder pad, which is giving us some shape and definition and silhouettage as well. And then you see how this dress is structured in a way that it gives you that pinch at the waist. So she doesn't have it belted or anything like that. And you see that the fabric is kind of drapey. So this is not necessarily a tight outfit, and that pinched waist is still there. It's just because of the design of the dress. And then we just have a little mini skirt style dress. So that's what I mean when I say pay attention to silhouette. You can create it with the belt. You can create it with, you know, different things. It doesn't just have to be a belt, but you can create a silhouette. You can also look for items that have structure to them, or you get this kind of built-in silhouette. And then if you wanted a more exaggerated version of what I'm talking about when I say silhouette, this is definitely something that you would think about. This is a simple dress when you describe it. It's just a bandeau top maxi length dress, but you see the structure of it. it's giving silhouette. If we were to black this whole thing out and put this up against a white background, you would immediately see a very defined silhouette. So you can do it with a lengthy skirt, like a maxi length skirt like we see here, a short dress. You can do it with something that's flowy and oversized as well. Now, I do also here want to talk about accessories in terms of these little tweaks you can make to just create a more polished look. So things like earrings, especially for everyday looks, things like your earring choices, your kind of everyday jewelry. You don't have to do anything bold and dramatic if you don't want to, but your everyday stack can still also look very polished and help to pull a look together versus like just a naked arm or naked ear, you know, nothing around the neck. So it doesn't have to be dramatic, but those little accessories do also play a part. And then also pay attention to your shoe and bag. Again, does not have to be a 6-inch heel with a big, you know, floofy bag, but the shoe and the bag can definitely play a part in how neat and how polished and how elevated your look is overall, even with your summer everyday outfits. So you see this look, for example, this is to me a very much an everyday outfit. She just has on a cute little black bandeau top and some flowy pants. Very much going to the post office, running to get some groceries, making a couple of little stops, get some gas and coming back home. But you see how elevated this looks and how polished it looks. To me, it's just a necklace. The necklace to me speaks so much and adds so much to an otherwise very plain and simple and straightforward outfit. Super cute, easy to do. It's just a necklace. It's not super bold and dramatic. If you wanted something a tad smaller, it would to me give the same effect. It just adds a little something to the look. Now this obviously is a bit more dramatic in terms of the bangle. You don't have to do your bangles that big if you don't want to, but you see how this is a simple throw on maxi dress, very much everyday attire. I think for me, it's a combination. The earrings are kind of bold, the necklace is kind of bold, the bangle is bold, and then she has this bag which pulls your eye in. You could take but you could take some of this away. If you, for instance, took the bangle off, to me it will still be just as nice and polished of a look, and it will still be just as eye-catching and pretty because the earrings are still nice, the necklace is still nice, and then she has the bag. If you don't want to wear a big earring, you could wear a stud for sure, especially if your hair is short or you pull it back, and then with this necklace it's still going to look nice with just the maxi dress and then the bag. This is a little dressier obviously, but in my opinion, the bangles, the earrings, the bag, all of that is adding to the look. It's just a white kind of linen looking summer style suit, very loose fit pant with a little drawstring. But even if she took the sunglasses off and she took the earrings off and did a gold stud, that bag adds so much visual interest to it, and it makes it look a little more polished because she looks like she's going somewhere now because she has a serious looking bag on with this kind of casual style outfit. And then of course the bangles, I think, is just another layer to add to it. But you see the difference that it would make if we took those things away and she just had on that blazer with the pants. You know, it could look kind of plain. I wanted to put this in here because I feel like the outfit itself is much more everyday, or what you would think of with everyday. She has this nice flowy linen, what is it, class? White button down. Just nice white button down, nice pair of white jeans. That's easy. A button down linen top, jeans. Come on now. That's a super simple outfit formula. But she just bumped it up and made everything look so polished. One, the hair is pulled back with the sunglasses, but then you see this cute little simple bag. That's probably the Bottega bag, but I've shown you guys the dupes from Amazon, which in my opinion are very nice. I have a few of them. Just a nice pop of color, and then the shoe is making a statement. So the shoe is what's really making us like, oh, okay, everyday but make it fashion. Just added a little bump. You could do a shoe that's just as interesting that's not a heel, because I know how y'all like to get with the rolled ankles. But you see the difference the shoe and bag together make with an otherwise very simple outfit. We went from plain to polished. I think the next thing we need to talk about, which is important, is I think when you're talking about fashion and you're talking about dressing, you want to, you know, elevate your look, so you want to feel better in your clothes. I think it is super important to understand what you're dressing for in terms of what your life looks like. We are not Tiana Taylor on the red carpet. We're not Angela Bassett doing a press junket. So we're likely not going to be dressing like that in the summertime for our everyday lives. So I think it's important to be able to dress for your real life, but then have these just little tools in your tool belt that can help you elevate things, make things look a little nicer, have a little more fun with your wardrobe, feel really pulled together and intentional. So part of that, I think, is dress for what makes sense for your life. And I think whatever makes sense for your life can work. If you're a flats girl, then wear flats. There are gorgeous flats that look very polished. They look elevated. They look very nice. There's all different kinds. There's age appropriate ones. There's bedazzled ones, plain ones, comfortable ones. If you're a flats girl, wear your flats. If you're a heels girl, baby, out to the Lord, wear your heels. Whatever works for you and whatever makes sense for you, I think you should do that. The same with your clothes. If you like loose fitting clothes, you like more flowy, baggy, you like to be more comfort based, like that look we looked at with the 2-piece set, then go for that. I think you should focus on getting items that work for you in that kind of way. Or if you have those items already in your closet, just work on styling them a little differently, adding a different accessory with them, because I don't think you should try to change what makes sense for your life or change what you like and what you feel comfortable in, because that's going to be what works best for you. So if you like a loose fit, wear a loose fit. If you like stuff tight and you got body yada yada and you want to show it off, you feel vibrant, then wear the tight stuff, whatever works for you. If you like a small practical bag because you're on the go, you got things to do, you moving and shaking, then get a small crossbody. Baby, if you're like me and you want a bag so big you look like you're running away from home, get the big bag. It works for me because I have everything is in the bag. I'm the person with the hand sanitizer. I'm the person with a little pack of aspirin. I'm the person with the Lactaid pills. I'm the person with my wallet. I also got an extra set of keys. I got a little lotion in here. I got my sunglasses case in here. I got an extra portable umbrella. That's me. So I need a gargantuan bag. So that's what I carry. If you are the opposite of that, get small bag. I think another good one in this category is to consider the weather. Y'all know what, 2 years ago I was in Chicago, and baby, that is a whole different kind of summer than the summers I'm accustomed to being from Florida. So consider the weather. For us in Florida, since April, okay, baby, scorching. It is the devil's breath here. So there are things that are summer appropriate that just don't work for me simply because of the climate that I live in. There are things that I show you guys, outfits that I put together, things you will see me post on Instagram. Baby, I cannot go anywhere in that in Florida until the sun goes down, and sometimes not even then. So dress for the weather in your area that makes the most sense. You know, if you live in a place where, yeah, it's summer, and for y'all summer hot is 80 or 75, then you can, you know, have a little more versatility. You might be able to wear a long sleeve shirt as long as it's linen. Me, I would be in somebody's hospital with heat stroke. You know what I mean? So take that into consideration as well, the weather in your area. And because we always need a visual, examples. You see how nice this looks? You see how polished of a look this is? She has on flats. Y'all know I am anti-kitten heel to the death of me, and I'm not particularly fond of flats, but I do have many flats myself, and I do wear flats, just not as frequently as I wear heels. But for the girls that wear flats and know how to dress, you see how good this looks? This is a nice polo top. She's got on a pair of relaxed fit pants and the cute brown, like, what are these, like ballet flats? And I can't tell if they're tabbies with the split toe or not, but I have that pair from Steve Madden, which would do the same thing with this outfit. And then the bag matches the shoes. It's a very simple, straightforward look, very much summer every day, but it looks super polished. And if you're a flats person, this is an example of what I mean. You can still look nice and pull together and look very stylish in flats. Now, if you're in my camp, you could do it like this. Trying to be to the Lord. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm a heels girl, but you see how this is, it's just a shirt dress. Honestly, sometimes I think we look at these visuals and it looks like, oh, it's really not. It is just a shirt dress. I have a white shirt dress that's this length, that's cut like this. It's not this elaborate, but it's cut like this. It would work just the same with a nice pair of platform heels. I could put them on and I could recreate a very, very similar look. And to me, it looks very polished. Part of it is the hair pull back, which I think is big for summer, even if you have long hair, or if you have shorter hair, you kind of already have that type of polished look kind of built in because the hair is cropped so closely to the head. But she has on sunglasses, statement earrings, and then the platform heels. Now the shirt has these gold buttons down the front. That's just an added bonus. But if you like flats, we saw a nice flats look. If you like heels, this is a nice heeled look. Do what works for you and what you enjoy the most. Tight and loose, tight and loose, tight and loose. What that lady said, did y'all see that lady on social media that was leaving the party, baby, because she told that lady her spaghetti was loose? If y'all saw that, let me know that I'm not the only one with a diabolical feed on social media. Anyway, you see how she has this nice top on? This is I don't know her real name, Peak Mill. Yeah, she's like OG YouTuber, but the top is more fitted. Obviously, it's a little slinky. It's got the little, you know, tie around the neck. It's more fitted. If you're comfortable with that, then wear that. She still has on a nice pair of wide leg barrel pants with it, but some people aren't comfortable in this. Some people are. Do whatever works for you. You can make it look nice and polished either way. If you're a flowy girl, listen, this is what I mean when I say it can look frumpy and very undone, and then it can look very nice and polished and very intentional. You can look at this and tell, okay, obviously she knows how to dress. She likes fashion. She got up with intentionality this morning and put this look together. It's still very simple, but it's very polished and it's very oversized, super comfortable, very flowy. Oversized what? White button down. Very, very flowy, like palazzo style pants, perfect for summer. Cute bag, nice bracelets and a necklace. This is also very much, in my opinion, like a running around everyday type of look. You may have a couple of things that are a little more, I don't want to say important, but things that you may want to look a little more pulled together for. This is still very everyday. It's summer appropriate. It looks very polished and it is super flowy and comfortable. To me, this is a small bag. To me. That last kiss like I got was not the large one, it was a medium. And when I tell y'all, I be kind of like, because I like a big old bag. But if you don't, you see how nice this bag is? It's small. It's probably very practical for her. She just has on a maxi dress. Cute bag and a bangle. Very pulled together, super polished, summer, everyday appropriate, but a smaller bag. So if you like a smaller bag, this is just a visual of how it could still for sure work. Look really nice. You could also, like I was saying earlier, do the crossbody bags. If that works for you, those can look very nice and pulled together as well. Listen, if you want to look like Smurfette who was running away from the village, baby, this is me all day. I'll take a bag even bigger than this. It's ridiculous. I don't care. I love it. I need it. This is what I want. But again, very simple dress. Simple, comfortable dress. Super simple and comfortable dress. But the pop of the red sandal and along with the ginormous bag, to me, this gives, I like clothes, I like fashion, I like getting dressed, and I look pulled together, very polished. Basically, I'm saying go for what you know, baby. Do your thing. When I tell y'all these nails have me so distressed. Ooh, we almost there though. We got about another 10 days, baby. We'll have us a fresh new clink set. So for all y'all that hate my, what y'all be calling them, dirty, unhygienic nails, baby, get ready. They are on the comeback. What we're going to do in this next section, I'm going to show you different pieces. So for instance, we're going to look at dresses. We're going to look at skirts, pants, and shorts. I think it's important for you to have visuals because I can sit here and just tell you these things, but I feel like you need to see them. And I cannot give you a physical visual representation of everything that I think it's important to talk about. So we're going to look at some dresses and we're going to do them in categories. So we're going to do kind of casual, mid, and then we're going to do dress here. And then we're going to dupe a look from each category. So we're going to dupe a look for the dresses, dupe a look for the skirts, dupe a look for the pants, dupe a look for the shorts. But let's look at some examples first because I think it helps. I just think it helps to get a visual. So this is a very, very, very casual. It's like a trapeze style maxi dress. Love it, love it, love it. But you see the elements that I talked about? There's still a silhouette here. It's very exaggerated A-line trapeze dress, but there's still a silhouette there. She has a nice bag, which adds a little pop. She has on flats. And then she has these bold statement earrings, which I think to me helps make this look polished because this is the type of dress that could easily look, baby, like you're not wearing a bra and you're going to pick your child up from school and you in a line and didn't think you was going to have to get out the car. I'm just saying. Then for kind of middle of the road, you know, maybe you got to go in a bank today. Maybe you got to go talk to somebody inside the building. You want to look a little more pulled together, but you're still feeling like a dress today. Y'all know this is Selena, so we love this. It's a simple dress. It has a little structure to it, but to me it looks lightweight, almost like a linen type fabric, very appropriate for summer. But I love that she's just thrown a blazer on top. That's an easy way. We know it's kind of a go-to. It's like a cheat code to kind of dress up a look a little bit, make it look a little more elevated. And then she has the statement necklaces on, like a necklace stack. We love that. You see the jewelry. This looks to me like maybe an everyday type stack that she has on the one arm, and then just some very light colored sunglasses. Flats as well. Still a very simple, easy look, but it looks polished. It looks pulled together. I would say a step up from the last one. Now, if you need to get dressed, like you're going somewhere in the evening, or you know you're going out in the summertime, but you want to wear a dress and you want to look nice. Obviously, this is Tracee Ellis Ross, but you see the dress to me is still very comfortable. It's easy breezy. It's just a dress. Obviously, the print adds a lot to it, but then you see that detail around the neck, and then she just has on a nice strappy heel. This to me is the type of look I would suggest if you are a person who likes to be, what did the guy say? You need more whimsy. Y'all need to be more whimsical. If you're kind of whimsical, you like to have fun with your looks, you like color, you like prints, this to me is that kind of dress for you, but it looks very pulled together. It doesn't look wild and kind of out there. It still looks polished. Now, if we take a look at skirts, I keep saying I'm not a skirt person, but y'all saw in that last video where I was showing y'all my recent pickups, I was laughing at myself because I'm like, I'm not really a skirts girl. And then I done bought 8 skirts in the last 2 weeks. But anyway, I still declare that I'm not a big skirts girl. I was talking to a friend of mine and he was like, I don't think I've ever seen you in a skirt. I've known him 20 years. So if you do like skirts, I think they're great for summer. They can be super comfortable and they can look really, really nice. They can go either way, but they can look nice. So this is a really nice example, in my opinion, of something that's a casual version of a nice polished skirt look. She's got this maxi length skirt on. It looks very flowy. She's got the denim shirt on top. I love the denim top because it seems to me like it's either 3/4 sleeve or short sleeve. She just cuffed it to give it a little yang, yang, yang. You know what I mean? A little seasoned salt on there. Love that. And then the bag and the flat shoe. I also keep trying to throw in here some looks with flats, because I think especially in summer, you wear flats a little more, you wear sandals more, but I also know y'all like flats looks, which is not necessarily my forte personally, but I know a nice flats look when I see one, and this is one. So this is real cute, easy breezy skirt. You could do so much with this skirt, but I think it looks polished, very casual, summer, everyday for sure. This to me is the second category, a little dressier. Not dressed up, but a little dressier. I love the colors on this. Again, this is somebody who, for instance, likes prints and colors, like we're talking about with the Tracy Ellis Ross dress. If that's your style, something like this I think is really, really nice. It still looks very, very pulled together and neat. The print on the skirt is beautiful. It's so eye-catching. And then the top, just very casual. But you see she has a nice necklace, cute bag with it, and then a simple sandal. So again, this might be if you feel like a skirt, but you need to be a little dressier than like a denim top and a linen skirt, you could go for something like this. It's also a different silhouette. This is more of like a pencil skirt, and the last one was more of like a flare skirt. Then for the dressed up look, I love this. This is obviously J-Lo. She's got this deep cut vest top on. I think you could probably also zip that up too, but you see the skirt, it's like a maxi length skirt, still very comfortable probably, but it's just a little more elevated. So to me, this is a nighttime look. Again, I like the bag as well. Very nice. The earrings are pretty, but you see how it looks polished. The hair is pulled back, sleek. The makeup is not anything bright. She doesn't have like a bright red lip or anything on. So still very, very neat, very, very polished. This reminds me of the look I was going for in my last Instagram post. Y'all can follow me over there. But I had like a dress that to me is a little short, and then I put a long lace maxi skirt underneath it. So it kind of gave this type of look. So like I said, a little more dressed up, but I still think it's appropriate for summer. It's definitely polished. Miss Celia done made me some pants. So for pants, that's me. Give me some pants, give me some jeans, give me a heel, and give me a ginormous bag. Let's go. I'm ready to go. So pants, I think, always work. Pants work on everybody. I think you just need to find the right length for your height and the pair that feels comfortable on your body. If that's tight, then go for what you know. If it's loose, go for that. These are kind of wide leg in this pretty navy blue color. She just got on a simple tank top, but to me, it's very much summer every day. But to me, what makes it look polished is the bag. I love the little snake print that she added with the flat Jesus Walker sandals, and then just a nice sunglass. It just takes you from I don't care, I just put this on because it was on the chair in the bedroom, to polished, neat, pulled together, I meant to put this on, and to pair everything with it like I did. So again, our second category, a little more dressy, a little more dressy, not anything crazy, but I do like this. I love the barrel pant. I think I personally like the barrel pant because I think it flatters me. Everybody may not like it, but I think it's versatile enough that it looks good on most people. The reason I like it is because I don't have any hips, so it gives a nice silhouette and a nice illusion. But even if you have hips and thighs and booty, I think the right cut of barrel pant is still just very flattering. And I think it's because it's fitted at the waist, and then you get this kind of automatic silhouette no matter the top. Because you see this top, it's not a tucked in sleek top, but you still see her waistline defined. This is like a pullover, very cute. They have one of these tops in this red color that's similar to this shape at Zara right now. And I almost got it, but the reason I didn't get it, again, is because you have to consider the weather. And although I would love it, it's just too hot here. I just wouldn't wear it because it's so hot. And by the time it gets cool, I don't think I will be wearing a bright red like this. But anyway, you see how pretty this is? She has this exaggerated belt, which to me adds a little something. I think the sunglasses and the earrings and the choker style chunky necklace, to me, those are the little elements, the little tweaks, the accessories I talked about earlier that just pull it together and make it look polished. And then she just has on a simple heeled mule. But this little dressier, pants, still summer every day, still nice. And then this will go in the last category, the dressed up category, but pants. You know what I mean? So y'all know I also love me halter neck, which I'm trying to get away from for multiple reasons. Anyway, this is actually a dress. It's just paired with pants, which works also, but I love it. It's flowy, but it's a little dressier. The color, the fabric makes it a little dressier. I love the sunglasses with it. I wear my sunglasses at night. Y'all remember that song? Anyway, I love the sunglasses with it, and I love the bag. And then that little peekaboo of the pointed toe heel in black. Chef's kiss, perfection. Love it, love it, love it. You see she also has on like an oversized bangle, which is super trendy right now for accessories. So if you want to try that and you're not sure or you like it, you can get these types of bangles really at an affordable price to just try it out. Some of them are ridiculous. Don't pay the ridiculous prices for them. You could try them out for a very, like I said, affordable price point if you want to. But this to me is pants, still comfortable, still summer appropriate, mainly because of the sleeves out on the shirt, but just in the dressier category. Very polished, very, very polished. Now, what probably makes the most sense for summer every day is shorts. Not everybody loves shorts. Not everybody will wear shorts, which was interesting to me when I started to find that out. Again, from Florida, baby, we live in shorts and flip-flops. But this is a nice polished version of how you could wear shorts, I feel like, especially as like a grown woman. You want to look age appropriate. This is Kalana Barfield, but I love these shorts. They're like pleated a little bit. I think the length is perfect. The shorts to me are kind of similar to pants in that regard. You have to find a length that flatters you, and you have to find a shape of short that flatters you. If you have thin legs, to me, y'all can wear any shorts. You can wear them a little shorter, you can wear them a little longer. They can hit you at the knee, they can hit you at the calf. If you have chunkier legs, like I have big calves, to me, I have to find a length that's flattering, especially depending on what type of shoe I pair it with, because it can start to look real crazy real fast. That's not what we're going for. I love how she's paired this with the crisp button down. It's striped. It's giving a little bit of a preppy look. Love the bag with it. And then a nice pair of flat sandals, but she looks pulled together. I think also, which is what we talked about earlier on, is the tucking in the shirt with the belt. It's like instantly you look polished. So love this. This is a good example of shorts. If you're worried about shorts or you think they just don't look grown woman enough or you feel juvenile in them, check out some shorts like this and style it this way. Again, to our second category, a little dressier. Still shorts, a little dressier. This is Aaliyah. And let me tell you, the pain I feel about not buying those two Zara shirts that I should have bought oh gosh, I need a therapy session. Better help, where y'all at? This is the thing. I talked about these shirts in the last video briefly. I'm up in the middle of the night looking and shopping and finding the items. So a lot of times I see stuff when it drops. I saw this shirt on Zara's website along with the other one. It's actually 3. I'm not gonna talk about the third one. And I was like, oh, I should get that. I was like, I shouldn't. You got enough. And I didn't get them and I regret it. But this shirt is so drapey. It's so nice. It looks to me very designer. But it was at Zara, and I think it just gives a little bit more of an elevated look. I love that she paired it with shorts because it makes it to me just that much more casual, but very, very pulled together, very like refined and stylish. I love that she put it with a simple heel, cute little bag, and you see again the very, very trendy bangle. I love this. I also love the neutral colors because I think that just always works. But this is another version of shorts. It has kind of a, you see how these shorts kind of have this little flap on both sides? They're kind of giving flowy. So again, just a little dressier than the last one, but still I think a summer everyday short if you need something a little more elevated for what you're doing that day. And then lastly, we have the, okay, I need to be dressed up, but also it is 98, so I'm wearing shorts. We got to figure it out. This is, we've figured it out. Nice crispy what? White button down you need a white button down. You need a couple of them. But you see how nice and polished this white button down looks? It's tucked in. She has on the black short. Even though this short is like above the knee, which we wouldn't typically think of as a dressy look, it looks very nice. The belt is doing a lot of work here. It looks so good with the shirt tucked in, and that crispy white shirt with the belt is always going to give a little more dressed, a little more polished, you know, very intentional. I love the oversized YSL bag with the gold detailing that pulls into the belt. And then she has on a straight up heeled pump, you know, sling back, but heeled pump. So this is, I'm dressed up, but I think it's still summer appropriate. And depending on what you have going on in your day, again, like I said, dress for your life. This is still a very summer appropriate everyday look. Let's do some looks, shall we? Yes, we shall. So remember what we're focused on: polished, summer, everyday. Love this. It's a dress. We're going to do all the 4 categories that I did. So dress, skirts, pants, shorts. So this is the dress. It's so easy breezy, couple girl. This is the easiest you can get. This is as easy as it gets. I love this copper tone, especially on her beautiful brown skin. I think it's so nice. This is another good example of a crossbody. When I talked about the difference between a small and a big bag, if you like a more practical crossbody, this is an example of how you can still make it look very polished and pulled together. Love this. It's the Chanelica flap. And then she has on this black, like heeled kind of sandal shoe. Simple, straightforward, but to me, she looks very polished and pulled together. The earrings help for sure, and I think the way she styled her hair looks a little more elevated than maybe like a loose ponytail, so we love this. We're gonna dupe this, and I found this dress over here at Princess Polly, which is $75. It's called the Sea-Tide Scoop Maxi Dress. The reason I chose this is the color and the fabric. I think it gives very much what we see in the inspiration photograph. It comes in sizes 0 to size 12, and I think it's a very nice, easy summer dress that you can dress up and make look super polished. So that's our dress. Then we want a simple black crossbody. So I found this one at Saks. This is actually a Marc Jacobs crossbody. I feel like Marc Jacobs is such a slept on mid-range brand. He has some of the nicest stuff. Anyway, this bag is called the Dual Chain Wallet. So it's gonna give that crossbody smaller, you know, bag vibe. It comes in multiple colors. We're looking at the black with the gold detailing, and this one right now is on sale for $206. So I think this works really well. It's really cute, and I think this type of bag is versatile, and I think it is very summer appropriate. You could do a lot with this little small size black bag with that chain detailing. Super cute. For the same kind of look, if you want something more affordable, Mango has a nice crossbody bag. It's quilted, it's black as well. It has gold chain detailing to it. This one's $59.99. It's called a crossbody bag with flap. This one also comes in multiple colors. In my opinion, which this is my channel, just get the black. The other ones, to me, they give a little Family Dollar. But the black one I think is very nice. Okay, for the shoe, I found the shoe in 2 places. So I'm going to show you both of them, and they'll both be linked below. You have to decide on the size range and the price point. They have different availabilities, but at Macy's I found a shoe by Steve Madden. It's $109. It's just called Black Box, and it's the women's Valentin hooded blade heel dress sandal. It comes in sizes 5 to size 11. It also comes in a cream color, and it's a really nice blue color. We're looking at the black for our duped look. The heel is not super high either, and I think it's good for that reason, but also I think it's good for summer because it's partially covered, but then the rest of your foot is mainly out. It's open-toed, the back is out, so it's gonna work. Now on the Steve Madden site, that same shoe is available, but only in sizes 6 to 8.5, but it's on sale on the Steve Madden website for $62. $62.98, so $63. So if you're between a size 6 and 8.5, you can get it from the Steve Madden site because it's on sale. If you need a different size than those ones, then you're probably gonna have to get it from Macy's, and unfortunately Macy's does not have it on sale right now. But I try to get y'all options. I try to look at, you know what I mean? Hey, I'm doing the best I can with what I got. There's our look. We have our dress, we have options for the crossbody bag, and then we have our shoe. Inspo and Arspo, Herspo and Arspo. Next. Okay, let's do skirts. I love this look. I love her. I see so many of her pictures on Pinterest and on the internet, but I cannot find her on like Instagram, and I know she has to be on Instagram. At any rate, we're gonna dupe this look. I think this is a very nice look that's summer, everyday, very polished, and it's a skirt. So she's got this gingham print, you know, I call it picnic tablecloth print, maxi skirt with this like sleeveless vest, which I really like that look. And you see the silhouette here? All the things that I tell you guys, they come together like the end of a Baptist preacher's sermon. You know what I mean? So I love this. I love the flat sandal with it in the bag. And if we look closely, the bag and the sandal are actually like a chocolate brown. I love that she put the brown with the black and white as well. And I think it looks polished because of the top in particular. I think the top kind of pulls everything together and gives it a more refined look. So I found us, first of all, a skirt over here at Etsy Wetsy that I thought was really nice. I like the shape of the skirt and I like the kind of dropped waist and more fitted waistline. But this one is very long. So it's going to be like kind of scraping the ground. It's giving I churn butter. That's what it's giving me, like I churn butter, you know, back in the day with the head rag tied on it. But I think it's very nice. It's $159 and it comes in, let me tell you the size. It's size 0 to size 24. That was another reason I wanted to add it, because I did think they had a really nice size range available as well. And it has pockets. Y'all know we love a pocket. So this is one option. Now over here at Revolve, they also have another skirt, which I think works as well. Very similar drop waist with the fitted, you know, waistline to it. This is called a Rory maxi skirt and it's available in size extra small to extra large, extra small to extra large. Now this one is $168 and it is kind of selling fast. So that's why I wanted to give you a couple of options to choose from. But I do like this one. I like the length of this one too, because if you're shorter, that last one, it may be just too long for you and this may work better. Then we're going to look at some tops. Over here at Loft, I found this really nice top that I think is so similar to what we see in the inspiration photograph. It gives us that same, in my opinion, kind of polished, refined look. So this is just called the textured knit vest. It's on sale right now. It's only $22 and it comes in regular length and petite. So if you need to get a different length, you can do that. The sizes range from extra small to extra large. It's straight buttons down the front. I do also like that the buttons are black, just like the vest, because that gives you a little more versatility when it comes to styling, and it looks a little less cheap. Let's just be honest. Now, similarly, I found one over here at Express. It's very, very similar, but it's cut a little shorter. I like this one too. Depending on your body, if you have a higher, longer or shorter torso, you would choose your vest accordingly. Also, if you want to be able to unbutton that little last button and get that little kind of, you know, V, you could do it with this one. This comes in multiple colors and the sizes range from extra small to extra large. This one is $68, but it's also buy one, get one. So this is called the fitted rib V-neck button front sweater vest. They're very similar. This one also has black buttons. It's really like, take your pick. Okay, for the bag, I remember I told you I like that she put a little chocolate in there. I love this bag. I just think this is one of those bags to me that's perfection, and this is why. The price point is great. The design looks up to date. It looks trendy. It looks very nice and fashionable. It looks refined. And then it comes in this beautiful color. And I think the size is just so that it could suit a lot of people. This kind of bag you don't often find. There's always something weird. If it's affordable, they got a weird gold chain on it, or, you know, it's a weird brown color. This is perfection to me. This is at Nordstrom. Y'all know Nordstrom's having their sale right now. If y'all want me to do a video on the stuff I think is great at Nordstrom during the sale, I will do it. Just let me know, because I could do that quickly. It's $119. It's called the Nova Handwoven Small Shoulder Tote. And I just, like I said, I think it's nice. I think it is a beautiful bag, especially for this price point. It's by this brand called Katie Loxton. Never heard of it before, but shout out to Katie. For the sandal, we are going where? Get in the bag, get your snacks, put your seatbelt on. We're going to your daddy's house. You know Steve Mann's gonna dupe a designer. So this is the Hermes sandal dupe. Steve Mann is out of control. This is called the Maven, and this is the chocolate brown suede version. I do have this shoe. I have it in the lighter, what is this color called? Nubuck, I want to say. Yeah, like tan nubuck is the color that I have, but I have this sandal. And I will tell you this, when you first get the sandal, it's like, I'm returning this. This is ridiculous. You have to break it in the sense of like getting it used to the shape of your foot. And then you have to adjust the Velcro depending on your foot. If you have a wider foot or more narrow, you can adjust the Velcro. Once I figured that out, I wear these like all the time. I mean, all the time. These are in sizes 5 to size 12. They come in 4 different colors. We're going to look at the dark chocolate color. And these are right now $90. These are not part of the sale. Steve Madden is having a sale right now, but these are not part of the sale. Steve Madden is out of control. Beyonce and Jay-Z was just on that stage 24 hours ago, and she had on those Jimmy Choo bedazzled Timberland heeled boots. Steve Madden served me an ad the very next morning for his version of the shoe. He is out of control. This man has to be stopped, but not. He's out of control, and I'm here for it. So there we have it. We have options for the skirt. We also have options for the top. Then we have that really nice bag, and then we have the brown matching shoe to go with the bag. Inspo and Arspo, Herspo and Arspo. Next, this is pants. Love this. Very casual, very nice, easy breezy. Again, dress for the weather where you live, baby, because if you live in Florida, I would not suggest you put this cardigan on. Again, unless you want to be in somebody's ER with heat stroke. But this is a look that I really love. I think it's super polished. This is going to be our pants category. I love the ankle cut pant, but in a trouser like this that looks very, what do I want to say? It looks like a suit pant, but it's an ankle cut, which I think makes it a little more casual and definitely makes it summer appropriate. I like the color of this too. I like those neutrals, I think, because they can carry you through seasons and they work with so much. She's a white tank on top. It looks like it might be like a halter, string halter. The cardigan, of course, on top in this beautiful burgundy color. I love that she added the bag and pattern. And then the shoe is this slide-on sandal in that same kind of color as the cardigan. It has this little metal detail across the top in silver. I think that's such a nice touch also. So those types of little things can also add to making your look more polished. Just that little detail just adds a little something. So we're going to do our version of this look. It's not going to be color for color. Prepare yourself. For the trouser, we're first going to go over here to your step cousin's house, aka ASOS. They have the tailored textured baggy tapered pant. And I do like these. I think they give a very similar vibe. They have the kind of pleating, they're ankle cut, super cute. They come in 3 colors. This color that I'm showing you is called olive. I think it's the nicest of the colors, but the other colors are there and they have the same cut. This pant is available in size 0 to 14. And guess what, y'all? All the sizes are currently in stock. Booyah. Now put this in here because the pant still definitely works. It's the same style. It's an ankle cut pant, but it's in this kind of, they call it honey beige color. Again, it's a neutral that I think could carry you through a couple seasons because you can wear this for sure in the summer with sandals, but when it starts to get a little cooler, you could put an ankle booty with this, like an open toe ankle booty, a peep toe ankle booty, and still get wear out of it just because of the color. It's not something that's like a fuchsia pink, which is very summer. These are at Nordstrom and they're by Land's End. These are called the crepe high raised pleated barrel leg ankle pant. These are $89.95. Let me tell you the sizes. They have size 6 to size 18, so they have a good size range. These also do come in navy as well. I think the navy is nice too. But for this look, we're going to look at this honey beige. If you already have a white tank top, wear the one you have. Okay? Love the one you with. If you don't, I'm just going to give you an option. This is Urban Outfitters. They're on sale right now, these tanks. I think they're nice. They're $15. I like that it has this little bit of a scoop neck, or crew neck, but I like the sleeves. They're not spaghetti strap and they're not a full, kind of like tank top sleeve. So that's a nice little touch. They come in multiple colors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different colors. Sizes range from extra small to extra large. And then just for another option over here at COS, they have a really nice ribbed cotton tank top. Y'all know COS and you know their quality. That's why I wanted to put this one in here. This is a really good straightforward white tank, but it's going to be, like I said, a nice quality. It's $25 and it comes in multiple colors as well. The sizes range from extra small to extra large. The cardigan, I wanted something lightweight because it is summer and I could not find a burgundy lightweight one that looked nice and that was the right length. So I found this one over here at Mango. It's called the fine knit long cardigan. So it's that thin, really thin knit, which again I think works for summer. The sizes range from extra small to extra large. This does come in multiple colors, but all the other colors are sold out. So I went for this dark green color. It's like a deep dark moss green color. Very pretty as well. And I think it will still work because all of our other pieces are neutral. So this is really cute and it's on sale right now. It's marked way down to $35.99. So if you like it or you wear these types of things, this is one of those cardigans that's great for in the car. So you always have something to throw on at the office to hang on the back of your chair. So when it gets cool in the office, that type of thing. So on sale for $36. Now with the shoe, I wanted a slide, but I did want something with a little bit of that detail on top, like I said, because I think that adds to us trying to make our looks polished. I found this pair at Macy's by Guess. These are black. They have gold across that toe ring. That's our little piece. These come in sizes 5.5 to size 9, and they're on sale right now for $44. These also come in a gold. Please, please, whatever you do, do not get that shoe in that gold. Please don't do that, okay? That's saying this with love. Don't do it. Then to keep in line with the inspo pick, you remember how she had the burgundy cardigan, the burgundy bag, the burgundy slide? So we're doing the green cardigan, but then I'm going to do everything else black. So the bag and the shoe are going to be black. This is a bag by Coach. I love this bag. Y'all know I love the Empire bag. I just think it's great quality for what it is you get, and it's such a versatile bag. This bag is $285. This is more of the smaller or mid-size bag. It's kind of that east-west shape where it's more elongated, and it's a shoulder bag, so it has a nice drop. I do like this bag. I think it's one of the bags you get, and you're going to wear it with a million different things. It's going to carry you through every single season. The quality of the leather is there. It also comes in a deep burgundy color. If you want to get one for later when it gets cooler and that burgundy is busting us upside the head, boom. For a more affordable black bag that still will go with our look, you know, the JW Pew Pew people, which I have bags, they're supposed to be delivered today. Let me focus. I'll show y'all those bags when I get them, and we'll talk about the quality. I think the quality is good from everything I've seen, so I keep, you know, showing you these bags when they work. This one is at Amazon. It's also available on their website. I'm only showing you the Amazon one because the price is a little better. It's $79. This is called the Women's Lily Shoulder Bag, and it comes in a multitude of colors, but I really do like the shape of this. I think it's interesting, kind of trendy, and it's a shoulder bag as well in a solid black color. You're going to get lots of wear out of it for $80. So I will say, don't be fooled because you will not get this prime. You're not getting this the next day. So just, you know, go in with the right set of expectations. So there we have it. We have the options for our pants. We have the tank tops. We have our cardigan. We have a nice pair of slides. And we have a cute little black bag. Is that all? Were there other shoes? Let me make sure, because sometimes okay, that's it. Inspo and Arspo. Herspo and Arspo. Next. Now we're going to do a look with shorts. This I think is perfect. Summer, everyday, polished shorts. Love it. She's got this nice asymmetrical hem halter top, or yeah, I would say halter top in black. I love the long pant, the long shorts, Bermuda shorts, culotte shorts. Child, argue with your mama. I love the bag as well. It's this nice square bag. I think it's Hermes. And then she has on this really pretty sandal with gold details, like a black slightly heeled sandal with a little gold detail, which pulls into the gold on the bag. She has gold earrings and then those very trendy bangles. Love it. So we're going to dupe this. This is real cute. And I think this is a more versatile look. I think a lot of people will kind of gravitate to this and feel like, yeah, I could do that. We're going to start with the shorts and also a mini rant. These are the shorts that I showed y'all in the last video, and I told you I had another pair coming. I got the other pair. They fit fine. I will tell you, if you get these shorts, size up. Because if you got anything other than just straight beanpole, I don't even have a lot. Size up. But these are at H&M. I love the length. The quality is nice. They fit really well, and they're now on sale. This is why I'm upset. So they were $24.99 when I got them, and I got 2 pairs. Now they're $18. And they have all the sizes in stock, sizes 2 to size 10. They come in this nice kind of beigey color, honey kind of color. They come in a deep chocolate brown, and then they come in a burgundy color. I will tell you with the burgundy, I don't know what's going on, because some of the pictures on the website show like a deeper burgundy, and then some of them show like a light burgundy. So I don't know what the color really is giving, but hey, take your chances if you feeling, you know, frog get jump. I wanted to put another pair in here because I know some of y'all don't like H&M or whatever's going on, but these are at ASOS. They're in an orange color. It still would work exactly the same with our look. The color of the shorts would just be different, but these I think are super nice. I think they look really refined and polished. I do love the shape of them and the design. They are called the Linen Mix Align Culottes in Washed Orange. They're $65. They're a little longer too, so take that into consideration. Depending on your height, it's going to change where they hit you. You may not necessarily want to be looking like the boys in the 1999, 2000, you know, rap videos. So just take that into consideration. They also come in a white color, which is very pretty, and they also come in black. But these are very, very nice, and the sizes range from 0 to size 14. They have all the colors in stock of this rust orangey color except size 14. I don't know about the other colors. You can click the link below and you can check out the other colors, but these are nice as well. For the top, I wanted to get the black and asymmetrical. That's what we're focusing on. So over here at ASOS, they have this top for $42.99 called the Knit Cinched Pleated asymmetric top in black, and I think it gives us what we need. It does have the asymmetrical hem, and it's not a halter, but it's kind of like a tank top with a really what do you call that, like a real close cut crew neck, the kind of crew cut I really like for my body and my arms. But this is nice. It comes in bunches and bunches of colors as well, so if you like it, you can grab it. And they have this in size 0 to size 14, and guess what, all sizes are in stock. For another version, I found this top over here at Revolve. It's $58. It's called a Windy top. It comes in double extra small to extra large. This is giving more halter and almost like a mock neck, and it's also like a satiny material. That last one was like a knit. So again, depending on the weather, where you live, what you prefer, but it gives us that asymmetric hemline, which I think is what's most important in terms of it kind of contrasting up against the short, no matter which color short you go for, because the top is black, you're going to see that hemline. So this is really nice. I do like this one as well. This is Revolve. Then I found a flowier, longer one that still also gave us the asymmetric hemline, because I give you options. So this one is over here at Meshki. I talked about Meshki in the video where I was talking about places to shop. This is really cute. It's called a Sydney asymmetrical satin halter top in black. Now the back is a little bit out, but like I said, it's longer in the front and it's more of a flowy design. It comes in double extra small and it goes all the way up to 3XL. So that's really nice. This one is $129. Okay, for the bag, I wanted to try to get us a similarly shaped bag that still would work really well with our look. So I found another one of the Alphabet People's bags over here again at Amazon, and the reason I'm showing you Amazon is because it's a little cheaper on Amazon. Amazon is having a special, I think, on this brand's bags right now. So you can still always shop these bags on their website as well, but Amazon sometimes has better prices. Now, I will tell you on their website, they are also having a sale, like a buy one, get one, because that's when I just bought the bags that I bought that are supposed to come today. They had a sale where it's like buy one, get one, 50% off or something like that. They're not having that sale on the bags that work with the looks I'm doing. Amazon has the bags cheaper, okay? So this is called the Lucia Classic Top Handle Bag. This bag is $118. Like I said, it's marked down. It was $140. Anyway, it comes in a bunch of different colors, a bunch of different textures. Like this one is woven. They also have a black one that's like a smooth leather. They have ones that are kind of raffia. So you can just take your pick. But for our look, I think this one is nice. It's a short top handle and it gives us a similar silhouette. It's not quite as square, but very close. You know your daddy. He gonna give it to you. X gonna give it to him. I'm gonna give it to you. Steve Madden is gonna give it to you. He has this shoe that is pretty much spot on for the shoe that I think she's wearing in the inspiration photograph. This shoe is called the Ramos. This is the color black, so this is the Ramos black. It comes in white as well. It also comes in like a raffia color, and then it comes in a multi-printed color. Cute shoe, wraps around the ankle, has that little gold ball detailing on it, comes in sizes 5 to size 11. This one is a part of the sale, so this one is on sale right now for $99.97. And also with this shoe, I will say too, this is one of the shoes that has a little bit of a shorter heel. So this is not going to be like the sky high stiletto. So if that's something that you like, this is a nice heel. It's like 3 inches, I think. There we have it. We have the options for our tops, all the options. We have the options for our shorts. We have the cute little bag, and we have the nice heel. Inspo and Arspo, Herspo and Arspo. Next. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Don't forget, everything that we showed in the video or talked about will be linked down below as always. There's also going to be the QR code as usual. Don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, y'all, bye.